Okay, we're going to have a tutorial here of how to get your character into Fantasy Grounds, to manage it and work on it a little bit, and to be able to play a game. We've got a test character here that we've downloaded. We've got to use the character converter to to get that character into Fantasy Grounds. Once you have exported it through the other videos that are on this link into the character converter here, we're going to pick Pathfinder's role-playing game here. They're asking you for a Hero Lab file. You're going to select that file. That file is right here. It's the test character. We're going to click on it, hit open, and the path of it's right there. What we're going to work on now, you can pick the XML file if you need to just have it on your desktop to upload for the Game Master to have on the forums. But let's say you want to work on it, or you want to import it into your own campaign. These two basically work the same, but we're going to do local import right now, just so these people getting started can work on their character inside Fantasy Grounds and edit it and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to click that local import. It automatically puts it to the file folder that you need to have it to, and all we're going to do there is hit convert, and it says down here that the conversion was successful, and so you're done. Just X off of that. And our next step is we're going to open up Fantasy Grounds. Mine's down here on my toolbar, and you can see here, I'll make this a little bit bigger. So we've got Fantasy Grounds here, and right here is the button Manage Characters. That's where we're going to work on our character. So we're going to click Manage Characters. And here's the list of campaigns I've played lately. But let's say we just want to work on that character a little bit. We're going to pick the 3.5e, and we're going to hit Start. And if you have your character already in someone else's campaign and you want to work on it there, you would just go down there and click their campaign and whatnot. But let's pretend we haven't even started a campaign yet, and we're going to load up here. Game systems, we're going to pick Pathfinders, and this is going to come up here. You'll notice that it's a lot different than if you would normally load into a game. A lot of options not over here, and you've got this over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to this Characters tab. We'll click on it, and now I'm going to go down here and look for that character I just imported here, and here it is, the test character. So I click on it. The character comes in here. Let's say I want to have a picture, so I can click on a picture here, and I can pull one up of a character I'm wanting to have there. So that gives me a little picture here. Let's look through this tab a little bit, and I'm going to try to help you out with this. This shows all your basic stats and things like that. I won't go into tons about this. I'm more concerned about getting files up here and loaded up here. But you can see how Hero Labs has imported everything in here that it's supposed to do. You've got your special abilities and things like that. Here's your inventory that you bought and the gold you had left over, your encumbrance, and here's all your character statistics and things like that, languages you know, and here's actions. Okay, I want to talk about something here in regards to the actions, something that will help your GM out and something that will help yourself out, especially during combat in this game. Let's say this is actually a ninja that we've built here, level 1 ninja. We all know ninjas like to do sneak attacks. Well, in order to do that, usually there's you have to change the modifier. You've got to do things to add the 1d6 dice. What we're going to do is build a quick a quick ability that will allow you to do your sneak attack. So what we want to do is come here, go down here to where these spells are. This is actually for a caster, but we're going to use it in a non-casting manner. We're going to open this up, and under level 0 we're just going to put a random number just to give us a few things. I just put 5 there. That's going to allow me some level 0 spells down here. So I can even close that down, and I can right click here. When I right click, it's going to ask me to add a spell here. So I'm going to click add a spell, and something comes up, and we said we wanted to make sneak attack. So let's type in sneak attack here, and then just a short description what it is. Well, when you are sneak attack, when you get the sneak attack bonus as a ninja, you're automatically going to get the +2 to flanking. Let's just put the +2 attack. And you're also getting, at level 1, you get a 1d6 damage, additional damage. And that's just a description for you, so you know what it actually does. What we're going to do is what we're going to do here is actually add it in so the program knows what you're doing. We're going to right click on this, and there's a little pointer area here that says add spell action. You're going to click that. What you're going to look for now is this little man, and it says add effect. We're going to add an effect to this. For sneak attack, it is something that you're doing, so you want to change this. Instead of adding this to the current target that you have selected, you want to click self and apply it to self. And you want to leave it at all. That's be all rolls that you make that round. We want to change this to 1 round right here, so click on this down arrow. See where it says round here? We're just going to click that and make that 1 round. We do that because we want it to go off, because we may not get a sneak attack the next round. So anytime that we're getting ready to do a sneak attack, we will apply this effect. But it's 1 round. Now in here is where we have to write the code for it. So we're going to name it sneak attack, and then we're going to put a semicolon, and then what is actually happening. It is a +2 to attack, so we're going to say ATK. That's the code for attack, and then we're going to put a colon, and then our next thing is we're going to put 2, so it tells us to get to attack. But we also have the damage in there we want to deal with, so we're going to put a semicolon, a space, and then we're going to add the damage in there, and the code for damage is DMG. And then we'll add a colon, and then we'll add the damage, which is 1d6. And that is your entire code there. So all you have to do now is click this little button here. It will have it all there. I usually click right here, prepared, to make sure all these things are prepared. Now it's near to impossible to use it in this window. The best way to use it, like when you're in combat and things like that, is from the mini window. And if you come down to the corner of this larger character sheet and click mini sheet, it will pull up a mini sheet. I'm going to X out of the main sheet, but it's got the mini sheet here. And you can see where sneak attack is here, and you can see the little icon here. It's easily clickable. You see I clicked it, but I don't have anything in here to target or anything like that, but it would have dropped this effect on me, and then I would be able to go forward to there. You can set up multiple ones for these: flanking, charge, all kinds of different things. So I usually make one for 2-weapon fighting, and that gives me the -2 penalty that I'm supposed to take. Just a multiple different things that you can do with that. So that's a pretty easy thing to do in making those. If you've got any questions, just hit me up with a PM on the forums, and I'll be glad to explain more about that. But other than that, let's say we've pretty much got our character the way we want him, and we want to save that because we don't want to lose it and lose it every time we come in here. So we're going to go back to characters. We are going to find our hero, which is right here, the test character, and we're going to click this button to export character. So this will export our character, and it's going to ask us where we're going to save it. I want to save it on the desktop so I can find it. So we're going to type in test character, and it's the XML file we're looking for. So it's going to save it as the XML file anyway. See down here it says save type. So test character. I usually put a date on it so I know if I've edited it what's my most recent one. So I'll put today's date in there. So I've got test character.1.30.2013. You may not want to go to that extent, but I like to do them by date. That way I can keep up with them. And then I'm just going to say save. Alright. And we can exit out of this program, out of Fantasy Grounds, because we'll say we're done with that. And here's the test character that we made. And you can see here's the date and everything. This file right here is what you need to save when the GM asks you to load it to the forum so they can review it or whatever, or that you can just simply put it into someone else's campaign. If you're going to put it in somebody else's campaign, I don't know that I'll be able to do that here. Let me see. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to join a game here. But you would just join game. You would pick their server, and you would click in, and it's going to look just like the server that we just went into, basically. And then you're going to choose. You'll be able to choose your character, and that character will be there for you. Because it's already loaded into the managed characters area, into your local area, so it'll be there for you to use. And then also your GM may have already loaded it in from his side. But if he's got any complications, of course, you've got the XML file right here that you can load it in yourself or resend him. But basically, that's just a little tutorial of how to get your character in there. And add some effects to that character to make it a little bit easier. If you got any questions, feel free to ask me. No problem.